I'm here in Harrisonville, Missouri. I got 7 hours and 5 minutes until I get to Memphis. For those of you who don't already know, Harrisonville, Missouri is just south of Kansas City on Interstate 49. And there's a Stapp Brothers just a couple, like the next exit or so down. And I've been to there too. I used to travel through here a lot when I worked at Randy's. So those of you that were watching me back when I was at Randy's saw me go do a lot of live feeds and when I was going down this way. But I'm not in a big hurry. I just need to get down there, check out the parking situation. Um, there's no way I'm getting unloaded today. It's only 7 hours away. I'll leave now and get down there around dinner time and check out the parking situation there and see if there's a truck stop nearby. And then I'm dropping off at Cisco, and Cisco starts at like 6 or 7 in the morning and stops doing receiving at noon. So I already know that I'm not going to get unloaded today. There's no possible way that I can get there today in time to get unloaded. Otherwise, I'd be hurrying my butt up and get there. So I'm just not in a real big hurry because I know I'll get down there between 5 and 7 depending on how soon I take off. And so I just figured I'd do a live feed. So been making a few changes till I got things set up. I have industrial grade Velcro from my ELD. Put some Velcro there and put another patch of Velcro on the back so I can just set this right there. And then I redid this so it's suction cup to the, well, it was. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. Alright. Is he gonna stay there? Anyway. Alright. Well, alright. Well, hopefully that'll stay. I had it on there good. I got this gap. I don't like that gap. Alright, there we go. We'll do it like that. Now, I'm having trouble with all this. The phone holder was the worst one that wouldn't stay. The second worst was this piece of crap would not stay suction cup on. And this is the one that held that tablet ELD. So I got this industrial grade Velcro stuff from the house. I need more now. Now I just have this stuff, which I don't know if this is industrial grade or not. So getting that all done. So I'm just gonna stay on live for a little while, and then so I just got about 429 miles, 7 hours and 5 minutes according to my GPS, and going down to Memphis, Tennessee to the Cisco to drop at 6 a.m. is what it says on my tablet. And then at 11 something I go somewhere else in Memphis to pick up a load at what looks like a brewery. So, and that's going up to Sauk, Minnesota. So that's what I know so far for what I'm doing. After that, I don't have a clue. So get this stuff plugged in. Definitely getting hot in here. Turn this down a little bit. So, not a whole lot going on. I don't know if this is the same guy or a different guy, but there's been a truck parked in front of me over there all night long, and then another guy parked in front of him, beside him, and last night when I showed up, there was at least 5 or 6 spots, and I grabbed this one because it was close. Well, right over there we see them trucks right there around the building. Right there. That's where the pay lane is for the fuel island. So, yeah. Wow, we're up to 58 degrees. I don't believe that. We get going, I think. I had fun because my truck would not stay idling because it was just warm enough. It stayed 25 degrees on the dash the whole night. So the truck won't idle without coming up here about every other minute to tap on the throttle. You can't override it by upping the idle, and it's just pretty much it's set that between 20 degrees and 69 degrees this truck is not going to idle. So I do not like the winter time in this truck, and they have no APU on this truck and no opti idle, no other way of idling. So I'm glad I have this power bank back here that I plug into and charge while I'm driving, and then I can run some of my stuff off of it. I can't run the microwave or the skillet or the coffee pot off of it, those type of things, but my laptop, my TV, my Xbox, my Rode Pro to Go, my phone, my headset, those type of things will plug in and charge off of it. But yeah, even my little freezer back here will charge off of that thing, but anything that has a high surge will not. So it is what it is. Here when I'm done off this live feed, I'll do my pre-trip and get on out of here and head south to Memphis and get there, and then check out what the parking situation is and see if there's hopefully a truck stop real close, and if there's parking on the street by this Cisco. I don't know, I haven't been to, can't remember whether I've been to this Cisco or not. It's possible that I have been to it before, but I do not remember for sure if I have. So I just know I'm going to get my butt down there and check out the parking situation, see if there's a truck stop nearby. And then I'm going to find a place to park for the night and then set my alarm for, depending on how far away I got to park from the place. If I can park there, I might go park at a truck stop for a while, just to have bathroom facilities and stuff close by. But I may, if it's possible, go park at Cisco if I can, so I don't have to start my time any sooner than I have to tomorrow when I'm getting, after I get unloaded, to go to the other place and get loaded to head up to Sauk, Minnesota. So I'll be coming right back this way, and we'll see. So this is as far as I could go from Ankeny. I could have probably made it all the way there, but I started out after driving back from out by the other side of Chicago, where Crown Point, Indiana. So I just had my truck back. I had a bunch of battery problems and a bunch of things going on, and this last time my head mechanic at Midwest Viking had to admit to everybody that he messed up when they changed out the batteries on my truck. He said he didn't get one of the battery connection cables tightened down on one of the posts of the batteries, and that caused the computer not to get enough power, so it was doing all kinds of funky stuff and losing power. And so I wound up staying in a little bit of a motel. I should have done some live feeds last week and the week before, but I was just kind of not in the mood to do YouTube. Other than the YouTube stuff I kind of did at home with the kids, with doing some stuff with hot sauce and wings and some shorts with the kids and stuff. I did some stuff like that on my other channel, my Jason's Creative Adventures channel. But as far as doing anything on this channel, I just haven't been very motivated to do much. So I'll get back into it. I will. May take when it warms up for me to start doing it, or I might. I don't know. Just depends when I get the motivation to do a video about something, for me to get the video cameras out and charged up and do it. So but I'm just sitting here. As soon as I get off the live feed, I'll take off and get down there. But yeah, the mechanic at Midwest Viking, the shop, the head mechanic that's in charge of the shop messed up. And it happens to everybody. I told him it. You know, no one's perfect and everybody messes up, and that's a pretty simple thing to miss. It just means he was in a hurry because he had 50 million things, and he's trying to not only do his work, but he's got to go around and check on other people to make sure that they're doing their stuff right. And hopefully he has a crew that he trusts now, because he came in and he kind of got rid of a few people and hired a few people and did this and that. So there's been a lot of turnover between mechanics, and I've seen a few less drivers and some new drivers come to Midwest Viking. It's not a real big place, so there's not a lot of drivers. I think there's about, I think he said there was 30 drivers, but I don't know if there's 30 drivers right now. but it's not a bad place to work. But they do need to start sending us a little further out in order to be able to get more loads, because they could send us anywhere in the United States and still get back at the end of the week. And I'd be willing to go all the way to California or up to Washington, or not sure if I don't mind going to New York State. I just don't want to go to New York City. But other than that, just stay out of those real congested areas. But other than that, just pretty much go anywhere. I'm not afraid to chain up. I got bags of chains at home that I could throw on the truck, but we don't go anywhere where I got to worry about chaining. So I'm gonna start my pre-trip time here. Only been in the sleeper for 12 hours and 45 minutes. Alright, okay, get this little doodad right here, and that does the systems check. It'll check everything, and then it'll rotate and cycle the all the lights. I'm not gonna check the fluids. I was just at the shop yesterday and topped everything off. So let's see here. Okay, those seem to be working. All the tires on my tractor were low, down in the 80s. Reefer is a little under half, but we're good. All right. Well, okay. Those look like tires that don't belong on the trailer. They can be on the trailer, but they're not supposed to be trailer tires. All right. Okay, those are working. Okay. Tires are cold, so they feel weird. Nice. Alright. Alrighty. Now here in a quick minute, I will be leaving. Oh, the truck shot off. Yeah, lovely. Alright. We can shut that off. Okay, we'll be leaving here in a little bit. Just gotta make sure everything is not gonna fall off. This is the thing I've been using on the truck. When I stop, I plug this in to the DC. I do have a thing to plug it into the wall charger if I want to, but that's what I use. Bought this off of Temu. I forget how much for, but this thing's been working really good for me. I've been using it to my laptop. The girls at home have been using it for their tablets, and I've been using it on the truck to do various things, just to kind of relieve what power I'm taking away from the batteries on the truck. So just charge it while I'm driving, and then I got to unplug it, and then I just try to use it for stuff while I'm parked, especially during winter when I can't idle. So, all right, we're fixing to take off here. So, all right, well, I'm about to end the live feed. According to the counter, there's nobody on here and no one left a like, so I might as well end the live feed. Get ready to go. And get going. So I will catch you guys later. I might do a live feed when I get stopped later. If I leave now, it says I'll get there around 4:57. I might knock some of those minutes off with driving. So my truck does 72. So we're gonna take off and do some of that driving stuff. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Catch you next video. For those of you that came by, I appreciate you coming by and watching. For those of you catching this on the replay, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Leave any comments or questions, and I try to respond to any friendly in nature comments. I ignore whenever I do get a comment that comes across as rude. I will usually ignore those, or I'll just put an LOL or and a thumbs up and a heart and just move on with it, and just I don't worry about those. Alright guys, I'm gonna take off. You guys have a wonderful day. Hope you're all staying warm. It's pretty cold around most of the country. Even places that usually aren't very cold are very cold. So catch you guys later. Bye. Catch you next video.